told you there's a land where painted skies sweep across endless fields of color, where centuries-old windmills whisper stories to the wind, and every canal reflects a dream you didn't know you had. Welcome to the Netherlands, a place where nature, art, history, and magic entwine in every corner. Introduction. The Netherlands, small in size but grand in spirit, is a place of contrasts. Gentle flatlands dotted with windmills, vibrant cities brimming with art and modern design, and quiet villages where time seems to stand still. It's a country that embraced canals over highways, bicycles over traffic, tulips over monotony, and human-scale living over endless sprawl. Whether you're wandering through Amsterdam's maze of waterways, cycling through fields of bulb blooms in spring, or listening to the rustle of reeds in a secret marsh, this country invites you to slow down and feel. In this video, we're going on a journey through the top 10 most beautiful places in the Netherlands. From hidden gems to iconic wonders, each spot will stir your senses, touch your heart, and make you want to pack your bags immediately. Let's begin with number 10. 10. De Haar Castle, Kasteel de Haar. Imagine stepping into a fairy tale. Turrets reaching skyward, moats glimmering in twilight, gardens trimmed with lace-like precision. That's De Haar Castle, the Netherlands' largest and most opulent castle. As the camera glides past its stone walls, you see ornate gargoyles, ivy climbing the ramparts, and the reflection in the still moat shimmering like a painting. Inside, grand halls echo with whispers of aristocratic balls and gatherings under glittering chandeliers. Outside, the formal gardens feel like a living tapestry, purple lavender, clipped hedges, and whispering fountains. You can almost feel the chill on your skin when walking on the drawbridge, smell the heavy scent of old wood and polished marble, and hear your footsteps echoing in the grand corridors. It's a place that makes you believe in romance and legends. But as you leave the castle behind, prepare your senses because number 9 will sweep you off your feet. 9. Kinderdijk Windmills. At number 9, we sail into the heart of classic Dutch landscapes, Kinderdijk. Here, 19 windmills line the horizon in perfect alignment, their silhouettes mirrored in calm canals. At dawn or dusk, when the sun kisses the sails golden, the scene feels eternal. You'll see old wooden gears turning, hear the creak of beams, smell the damp earth of the dike banks, and sense how life once danced around controlling water. Some windmills still function or are preserved internally, giving you a window into Dutch ingenuity and the centuries-long battle against flooding. And just when you think you've seen a postcard, wait until number 8. She's quietly enchanting. 8. Giethoorn, the Venice of the Netherlands. If you crave serenity, Giethoorn is your dream. Bonjour sunset. This car-free village is threaded by narrow canals, with thatched-roof cottages tucked into reeds and overhanging willows. You glide by in a whisper-quiet boat, pushed gently by poles or oars, passing under low wooden bridges and beside gardens ablaze with flowers. Close your eyes, you hear the gentle lapping of water, birds calling across the reeds, faint laughter of locals tending their gardens. You smell fresh-cut grass and damp wood. It's the kind of place that makes you want to drift, breathe, and simply be. Hold on to that peace. Number 7 ignites a different kind of wonder. 7. Hoge National Park and Kröller-Müller Museum. Here nature and art dance together. The Hoge National Park is a canvas of forests, heathlands, and drifting sand dunes, alive with herds of deer and wild boar. And tucked within it is the Kröller-Müller Museum, hosting the Netherlands' second-largest collection of Van Gogh paintings. Picture golden sunlight filtering through beech trees, rustling leaves overhead, open fields fading into horizon, and hidden sculptures tucked among wild grasses. Then, inside the museum, bold brushstrokes of sunflowers, starry nights, and swirling skies confront you in quiet chambers. The hush of a gallery, the scent of aged canvas, the tension before a reveal. This place awakens your inner dreamer. You've traveled through windmills, castles, forests, but now prepare to wander through canals that trace centuries of stories. 6. Amsterdam Canal Ring and Jordaan Neighborhood. Number 6 brings you to the heart of Dutch identity, Amsterdam's Canal Ring and the intimate lanes of Jordaan. The camera drifts along narrow waterways with gabled houses leaning like old friends. You pass cafe terraces, hanging pots of flowers, small bridges arching above shimmering water. The light flickers on bricks, soft wind sways window boxes, and boats glide by silently. In Jordaan, alleyways open into tiny courtyards, hofjes, hidden gardens, and eccentric galleries. You smell freshly brewed coffee, hear street musicians pluck strings, and feel as though you're walking inside a painting. But if urban charm is just the beginning, wait till you lose yourself in endless fields of bloom. 5. Keukenhof and the Dutch flower fields. Number 5 is pure floral enchantment. Keukenhof, the Garden of Europe, and its surrounding miles of tulip fields. In spring, 7 million bulbs erupt in waves of red, yellow, purple, and white across gently rolling fields. At Keukenhof, themed gardens, floral arches, canals, and greenhouses showcase blooms in sculpted harmony. You can smell sweet tulips, hear buzzing bees, feel the tender petals beneath your fingertips, and see color gradients fade into the sky. The sheer scale and intensity of color make it feel like stepping into a living painting. And now we move beyond colors to the soulful places that echo with centuries of life. 4. Maastricht and Boekhandel Dominicanen. This one's for lovers of atmosphere, cobbled streets, and hidden beauty. Maastricht, in the hilly southern province of Limburg, feels like a city borrowed from 3 countries at once. The Boekhandel Dominicanen, housed in a 13th century Gothic church-turned-bookstore, is often crowned the world's most beautiful bookstore. As you stroll the Vrijthof Square, the Sint-Servisbrug arching over the moss, winding alleys, and vaulted churches, you taste the weight of history. In the bookstore, you inhale old parchment, hear hushed voices, see stained glass light filtering through church windows onto rows of books. It's an intimate collision of faith, literature, and wonder. From history's quiet whispers, we now leap to a place where the present hums with energy. 3. Rotterdam and Erasmus Bridge. Number 3 is all about bold lines, modern spirit, and daring architecture. Rotterdam and its graceful Erasmus Bridge. This city was rebuilt after World War II, and today its skyline cuts into the sky with angular towers, floating cube houses, and sleek waterfronts. The Erasmus Bridge, known as the Swan, arcs across the moss like a white bow, connecting city halves with elegance. Imagine sharp reflections on steel and glass, wind whistling through cables, footfalls echoing on the waterfront, and the hum of ferries churning below. Rotterdam pulses with confidence, and beauty emerges in its boldness. And now, we ascend to a quieter summit. Number 2 will take your breath away. 2. Utrecht and Dom Tower / Uitgracht. Quiet, layered, introspective, Utrecht holds treasures in its canals, cellars, and the soaring Dom Tower. The Uitgracht winds through the city, flanked by wharf cellars turned cafes under 16 bridges, with boats floating below street level. The Dom Tower, rising 465 steps, offers panoramic views across gabled rooftops and canals. You feel the hum of everyday life, the chatter in cafes, church bells reverberating across rooftops, the scent of fresh pastries, and the mossy stone walls between shade and sunlight. Utrecht moves slowly, letting you taste its layers, walk its stories, and feel at home. But the crown jewel awaits, the place that defines beauty in the Netherlands. 1. Amsterdam and the Rijksmuseum / Museumplein. At number 1 is where art, heritage, and charm converge in luminous harmony, Amsterdam, especially around Museumplein and the Rijksmuseum. Go kite tours and travels. The facade of the Rijksmuseum looms grand, with its towers and turrets, reflecting in the mirror pool before it. Inside, masterpieces by Rembrandt, Vermeer, Hals, and others draw you into centuries of Dutch art and soul. You see the fine strokes, feel the hush of galleries, smell old varnish, and hear soft footsteps across polished floors. Outside, Museumplein opens to grass, fountains, people lounging, children laughing, the silhouette of the Concertgebouw nearby. The Grachtengordel, Canal ring, wraps the city in a lace of bridges, gables, houseboats, and stories. Amsterdam, in its full sweep, feels like home to imagination itself. As our journey draws to a close, imagine all these places laid out like chapters in a novel: the fairy tale castle, windmills at dawn, silent canals of Giethoorn, forests and art entwined, cities of past and future. The Netherlands may be modest in size, but its soul is vast. So if this country ever whispers your name, go. Walk its cobblestones, glide through its canals, breathe in fields ablaze with tulips, lean into its wind at Kinderdijk, lose yourself in Amsterdam's art. Because travel isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. And in the Netherlands, feeling is unavoidable. No matter where you wander, remember, your most beautiful view might be the one waiting just around the bend.